Okay. So honestly, genuinely, seriously. Um, okay, maybe not that seriously, like tone it back to adjectives. um, yeah, wouldn't it be, I feel like it would be a fun, I feel like it would be a fun and interesting world if, at least to explore. In my, like, space thing, I think I've mentioned it before that there's, like, you have, like, your evil Earth Empire, and then you have, like, your free systems, and then you have the space in between, the Marquee, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, alright, Earth Empire is, like, you know, Star Wars, Galactic Empire type vibes. Very much authoritarian fascist type deal. And then, the free systems are a bit more casual. Are a bit more sci-fi casual, you know? And then the Marquee systems are kind of, more like Star Wars Outer Rim sort of thing, right? Where, like, yeah, you'll definitely see people, like, casually wearing armor. And, like, because I think, like, having some sort of casual armor is a thing. Okay, could you imagine if people walked around in, like, breastplates, but those breastplates had, like, you know, like, graphic designs like t-shirts? Like graphic tees? Would that not be fucking hilarious? No, that honestly sounds so fucking... That sounds hilarious to me, and great, and like, oh my god. And I think there is definitely a way... I don't know. I mean, there's also, like, certainly a societal thing of, like, if we were, like, oh yeah, let's bring armor back. Let's, like, have just an armored look. Like, why are we armored? Because it looks cool? In which case, like, you end up with a lot of designs that are like, this is not... You're not... Like, this is not armor. You just slapped a bunch of, like, you know, 0.2 millimeter, or, like, half a millimeter thick plastic, like, ABS plastic scales to your arm. That's not gonna do jack shit as actual armor. Although, honestly, like, as far as, like, motorcycle armor goes, I do kind of wonder. I mean, because that would help, but it wouldn't, like, how much would it help? Would it be enough, or would it just absolutely not be enough? Yeah, sometimes... Yeah, I gotta admit, at one point the red dot site was working, then it has stopped working. I don't know what's going on here. Also, did we finish? We did not finish. I'm being silly. Oh, but he's running and not getting his friends, because he's smart, I guess. But yeah, so, like, the idea of, like, casual armor is definitely a thing that's, like, I don't know. I mean, at one point, like, I mean, yeah, like, I would love to just run around in a jacket that has, like, scale mail sleeves. You know, something that's like, oh, this isn't, like, armored, but it's like, I mean, maybe it is actual armor. Although, you know, naturally I wouldn't want to use... I wouldn't want to go too crazy with it. Let's see. You know what's fun? Is that I really should... slot key. Hell yeah. I should think before I start saying something and then don't finish it. Yeah, no, the idea of like, oh, well, the idea of obviously like, oh yeah, like no, it's just normal to wear armor around. Yeah, I mean obviously like, oh, you need armor to be safe. Yeah, that's not the most comforting thought. But also it doesn't have to be like that. And also the idea of, oh, everybody's just wearing armor around because that's the look, because that's the fashion. But then it's actually all crap and it's not actual armor and it's made for convenience over actual protection. I mean, that's not really a problem. It's just really funny. In my mind. But yeah. Also, like, well, I don't know. What was I gonna say? What other fashion things was I thinking? I mean, there's like, I am realizing, because, like, in Cyberpunk, in Cyberpunk Red, they specifically mention a thing about, like, yeah, like, you're not gonna wear armor all the time. Like, you're not going to wear a full SWAT gear to your son's baseball game. You're gonna, like, nobody's gonna like you. Like, that's fair. But then, you know, it does beg the question of, like, I mean, one could argue that, you know, like a vest, like a attack vest, not necessarily a plate carrier, but like a molly vest, you know, like, that is a practical, it does have a utility to it. You can, you know, put a bunch of pouches on it, you can store a bunch of stuff. So, like, you know, where is the balance with, like, utility and tactical, and when does a garment become tactical? When does it become completely devoid of things? And, like, genuinely, like, if I made a plate carrier out of, like, a fun fabric that had a pattern to it, like, you know, is that not tactical? And the answer in my mind, I think, is no. I think there's a lot of sci-fi armors, or a lot of, like, video game armors you could probably, like, I don't know, I'm just thinking aloud. But yeah, if I made, like, an asymmetrical, like, motorcycle jacket vest, and then I put molly webbing, like, just, you know, plainly on there, yeah, that'd probably look tactical. If I did it, like, it was an asymmetrical, like, leaning slant, or leaning, zipper, and then the webbing was, like, diagonal, that could do something. If there was a design, if there was some, like, you know, this doesn't really look super tactical, there was, like, some genuine, like, desire to make this look cool. But then, like, you know, you're not necessarily losing the functionality just because they're vertical pouches. They might not be as utilitarian. Although, I don't know, you could probably make an argument or against that kind of a thing, but, eh. I'm also thinking with, like, the rivets, because I want to do more than just one jacket. And I think, like, what I'd like to do is, like, 3 styles of jacket. Make 3 styles of jacket, like a regular, like, bomber jacket, a trench coat, and some other kind of thing. Well, not a regular bomber jacket also, because I do want to have a hoodie, and I want there to be a belt instead of an elastic band. Yeah, I don't know. Something maybe more like a cold weather jacket, or something along those lines. Maybe just a few, like, random pieces, but I want there to be, like, I want to make, like, 3 colors of, the same jacket, so I can, like, play around with it a little bit. Sorry. That's my idea anyway. And then also, like, yeah, if I need a blazer, I'll just buy a... If I need a suit jacket, I'll just buy a suit jacket, because, yeah. And, like, shirts I'll buy, because I mean, you know, I could take the picture of the graphic design and print them on a shirt I make, if I needed to really save money, but that doesn't seem cool. That seems like a pretty asshole move. To just take somebody's design and make your own thing, instead of paying them for it. I'm paying somebody for the materials at the end of the day, so it may as well just pay the additional service and pay the actual creator at that point. But I don't think I would want to make my own shirts otherwise, even if I never wanted to wear a graphic tee, which, you know, I do very much want to wear graphic tees. Pants though is also definitely a thing I would want to do. I have my own pants rack, so yeah. God, I'm spending a lot of time talking, and I just have to get through these. What other things? Well, I also want to... Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Like, the jacket, like the bomber jacket, the trench coat, and the mysterious third jacket, I don't quite have figured out in my mind. Like, do I make them all of the same 3 colors? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Who knows? I don't. Not now, anyway. Till next time. Have a good day. Great day, even. Chowskis.